The meaning of IPOB meaning the entire Igbo land occupants, the whole people that lives in the southeastern Nigeria. I for indigenous. Indigene is where indigenous is carved out as an adjective, because it seems both lawyers and judges, both Tinubu and the Buhari, Fulani House, all of them, they don't understand English. They don't know the meaning of that abbreviation IPOB. That's why I'm trying. I spoke with Flip TV this morning. I spoke in pidgin English for easy what assimilation of what I'm saying. It's not only understanding, assimilate. That's easier digestion of what I'm saying. I for indigenous. P, people as in person of Biafra land. And any Biafra man is an Igbo man. So, if any court from north, east, west proscribed by IPOB as a terrorist organization, it means I'm a terrorist. Obi is a terrorist. You interview me, you are a terrorist. Chimamanda Adichie is a terrorist. Okonjo-Iweala is a terrorist. Mami and Timi Dora Akunyili is a terrorist.
All we are hearing every day.
Alice Madueke is a terrorist. Nnamdi Azikiwe is a terrorist. Nigeria. Namidua. See, the only thing I have fear of here is there are some words I don't need to utter here because of YouTube. Because over the years, it seems that there's this much madness of the Hausas, Fulanis, and Yorubas against Igbo man. Obi won election 2023. Yeah, they could not give it to him. The Fulani INEC chairman gave it to the wrong person, and that's why Nigeria is in this trouble. And everybody pretend as if they don't know our problem. I don't pretend. I refuse to be a pretender. I'm a truthful man. Even on the faces of the kind of animosity and hostilities Igbo man is facing in Nigeria, I still remain a truthful man. Tinubu, thank you. In your regime, another proscription. Buhari regime, proscription and the proscription. Now you come with your politics. A court that is holding in the north, condemning people in the southeastern hemisphere of Nigeria, proscribing them, their youth, and us, not even the youth, both elderly and the youthful, the elderly and the young, are now terrorists in Igbo land. But I'm back at terrorists. My dad, my uncle, Father Tansi Wene, the first sent in Nigeria, if not in Africa, terrorists from a globe. G.U.O. Keke, terrorist. Chiwaka Nusologo, terrorist. Obi Kubana, the whole Igbo. They are calling us terrorists. Now they are the open teeth. Nigeria, another one. Let me explain. It's an agitation group. IPOB is telling you that we are tired of staying in Nigeria because Nigeria doesn't favor us. Nigeria favor only Fulani and Yoruba. That is the common truth. Why are we hiding the truth? If you win an election as an Igbo man, they will deny you. They won't give you. You won't become a president. What are we doing here? International thief. They thief. They are still stealing. They leave them because they are not Igbo. If Igbo man thief, Nigerian government will carry him and take him send him to Gallo. But then go the thief. The thief say we don't know, say then they thief. Then they steal public fund. An Igbo man that stay Gary, they will hold him. He go to Krikri. Fulani man when no go school, where the real cow go to mess up, call himself first class citizen in Nigeria. While they migrated from Futajelo Highland, Senegambia. Yes. Senegambia, Futajelo Highland, that's where Fulani come, overtook the houses, sit on them, Islamize them, oppress them, exploit them, marginalize them into stupidity. The highest stupid person we have in Nigeria, Hausa man. A stranger come into your land, sit on you, give you his religion, you become Muslim. While before they are coming, you were Christians and the traditional worshippers. Somebody used Women that are beautiful with pointed noses give you as wife. They gave it to you as wife. Let her use them. Why all of you disallow all of you? And they come with full force of jihadism in Nigeria. And his name is Ottoman Danfodio. Now Yoruba go join them. Muslims. Allah Akbar. Oga Sharia has come already. Not be saying they come. Not provoke me, make I not speak Pidgin English here. Sharia don't come. They don't allow Sharia for it. They won't allow Sharia for Iwo and Osun State. They won't allow Sharia for Ogun State. And they have been putting pressure on Hope so they might allow it in Imo State. Because we southern Nigerians are fools. I'm an Igbo man. One thing I know is that people that are gullible, but I'm not gullible. In a situation whereby you come and slap me because you are Fulani, don't worry. You expect me to be laughing. Okay, I will slap you 10 times. I will slap you 10 times and you stand closer to me. I'm not going to touch you, but you go fall. So, we know people that are gullible, we know people that are weak, so feeble, to the level that certain things that are not supposed to be, have been in their presence, they allow it. Okay? Prescription again. Prescribing IPOB again has actually explained how far this regime has gone, this administration has gone to disfavor Igbo man. This regime is structured in such a way that Igbo man will be crying. We want to Igbo man pay. Nine we day. But let me tell you, either prescription or not, we are still the Igbos. No matter how them be, no matter who them be, them they jealous. Then them they jealous. Now them they jealous. Right now them they jealous. Igbo man, prescription of Igbo man as a terrorist organization again. If Obi no talk about it, if Obi is still silly enough to be parleying with modern politicians, I'm not a terrorist, but they say so. Metaphorically, you are. What I'm saying does not mean Obi is a terrorist. Metaphorically, Obi is a terrorist.
Thank you. Because if you watch
the only way forward is that Hope Ozodimba, the Fulani governor, should stand on his feet, address this current prescription. Prescription of the current IPOB, the ruling at the so-called appeal court in the north that IPOB is another prescription, a terrorist group. Obi should stand up for it, against it. Hope Uzodimba, Charles Nkudo, Peter, Onyalolo Anamba, they should all join forces with that man from Ebonyi State. They should go. The only person that is spared out of this rubbish vendetta is Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State. The only anointed governor we have in the southeastern Nigeria. The rest of them should go and make sure that that illegal court that is weighing justice for sake of Ego Alolo and Enyelefa in the court must be prescribed IPOB, or else
it will be difficult to release a Marshal Mikano with this prescription.
That is politics. This is the handwork of Tinubu regime. Yoruba man is against Igbo man.
I am getting to understand the reason why the Fulani political hegemony or oligarchy or whatever they call themselves, I don't want to know, the structure they have created in Nigeria, political structure, they have been using it gradually to advance something that is behind them. And we are seeing it very clearly, but it's unfortunate that a certain president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, well, that's the consequences of having Muslim ticket. When they wanted to stop it, is one of the reasons why he had a clash with Buhari. Listen, Buhari, all the people that structured and said, if you are going to be vice president, Buhari said, what a Muslim ticket? Tinubu blow him. He left until this guy from Ondo, I don't mention them, and some of them organized as okay, we are bringing the vice president who is a Christian. But the same party, political party that kicked against him, organized themselves and planted an extremist as vice president. Somebody will know he has record. They clearly, under his watch, Boko Haram was bred. Under his watch, Boko Haram bettered. He's now the vice president of the. And what do they do? The only obstacle the Hausas, the Arab Yorubas have, and the Fulanis have, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's the only obstacle. You can see the Sultan of Sokoto jubilating, has even set up a panel to make sure that there's no going back in the implementation of Sharia in Southwest. And people are asking all over the world, how, the internet has been shut down. What is going to be the fate of the indigenous people of Biafra? And a few days after, you can see what their peacocks did. The whole right team, they don't even know how to, preserve, be confidential about their plan. They keep on. That's how Buhari exposed himself on time. Every day Sharia, every day grazing bill, every day Ruga. People are asking of what is the factor of Ruga in what we are looking at this point in time. The whole ethnic lords in Nigeria, go and look at them. Nnamdi Kanu is outstanding. Nnamdi Kanu has become the symbol of resistance now. The Southwest Christians, Yorubas themselves, are preparing for mass exodus. Tomorrow you go say, no, when you go there and stay 100 years, or 50 years, or 200 years, you say you are not people. Watch now. This is, we are saying that Amechi are doing now. Nnamdi Kanu said, serve these people and come back crying. It is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that stood against over 300 million Nigerians, outstanding, and to this moment he's still going to court, inside the court, custody, challenging these people. God, that guy deserves to be the president of the world, not even Africa, because he's a convinced man. That's not what Donald Trump is doing at this moment. Everybody who hates Donald Trump hates humanity. Because if you fail to bring sanity within the political space, within the social space, within the commercial space, within the economic space of existence, then you are against humanity. They should embrace it. They must embrace it. I said it, everybody said they were attacking me all over the place, embrace what, this and that. Because we saw one of the Sharia. Yes, the must. It's a must. But let me tell you, I keep on saying it. I've been saying it. Gani Adams said it. People have been saying it over the time. You are trying to. You took a spoil of the office of the war, Nigerian Biafra war. The Yorubas and the Northerners collide and fought a tribe. After the war, they took over everything that belonged to the Ipob people. But listen, God is working. Then you should eat of that, whatever comes out of it, and there's a payback time. The way there's going to be a payback time to Hope Uzodinma in Imo State, because it has been planted for that plan. And by the time they cross the red line, nobody go tell Hope Uzodinma and say, "Oh yeah, pack." Also, pack. Go pack by himself. This has gotten to the level that Igbo man has been threatened to the point that you feel that he has become an ordinary walking stick. The humble licking of a lion does not mean that the lion is weak. Go on and ask them. We are not in your presidency. Give us a law. He said no. We don't want to give us presidency. No federal government present. We are extremely marginalized. Then the people that have been ruling this country for how many years cannot fix electricity. All they know is prescribe Igbo man wherever he is. They are prescribing over 80 million Igbos around the world. Then prescribe Yoruba too, prescribe Hausa, because they are indigenous people. What the court said, indigenous people. Yorubas are indigenous people now. Why are you not prescribing them? Hausas, are they not indigenous people? Why are you not prescribing them? The whole world is seeing this thing very clearly and is understanding that the consequences of it my resort to what they called, I don't want to mention them, but let me give you an instances. When they were decimating, marching on Israel for 430 years or thereabout, everybody was looking at, see them, they looked the other way. Fela say, look at and go your way. They were watching as Israelis were being humiliated, subjected and oppressed. But one day came, the Red Sea divided and they have to leave. It has been on record ever since. You can go and find out yourself that the real Negroid, not be this, but no tribe have ever tried it in the history of the black race. It's the only boat that fought slavery in the high sea, kill Oyibo and dive into the Red Sea and into the ocean. No tribe have done it. They said, dear, I'm not going there, and you cannot take me forcefully to that place. They dive into the ocean instead of throwing a black man. The resistance we are talking about is not what Israel is doing now. It is going to be more than what you are seeing here. Because one, necessity is the mother of invention. They have put, if Gowon had known that Biafra will become what it is today, I think he would have signed that Aburi Accord. Igbo man wouldn't have discovered the gold in Biafra. Now they have discovered the gold in Biafra. You are telling them you should leave it. Leave what? Why didn't you sign the agreement? If you have signed that agreement, maybe you wouldn't have discovered and say, hey, Nigeria, okay. But you can see how poisonous these Fulanis are. Everything that has been with. I was reading a story how Ken Sarawiwa seized the property belonging to Linus Odinogoduko in Port Harcourt. I still lived there until he was killed by Abacha. These people are demonic. You know that this property does not belong to you. You sat down there until Abacha located it in the same building, and they say it is abandoned property. Millions like that. The only people that were able to put the record straight as at that time were the Benue people. They returned whatever. Yes, they know that the justification is here. When they were clapping, taking the resources that belong to the Igbo man, the consequences is it. They were busy planting Sharia gradually. It might be difficult to release Nnamdi Kanu now. Yes, let me tell you, let them leave Nnamdi Kanu to die. Abi, if that's what Tinubu wants, sacrifice Nnamdi Kanu and go for second time and become the president of Fulanese. It's very simple. You see that guy is in the court. He's still telling them that try it. Yes, anybody that's telling you Igbo man lost a war is telling you a lie. Now you know that's the impression. But the revelation is very clear. When Effiong flew to Lagos, he made it very clearly that this is purely on the ground of ceasefire. But the same Yoruba said that surrender. They write up the way they say that like Igbo man coup, military organized coup, they say that Igbo man. But is it not enough for we to leave the? But what is wrong with stay on your own? What is anything wrong with that? I don't understand. The resources that was used to build Lagos came from Biafra land. What are they saying today? They have renamed every community, every kindred in Igbo land as minorities. Planted the way the Fulanis were planting their men on top of Hausa's head. If you go here, Fulani governor. You go here, Fulani this. You go here, Hausa, where are the Hausas? Where get the land now? Nowhere to be found. That's what they did to 40 territories that belong to Biafra. But we have our record. We have our time. But unfortunately to them, the whole world is watching. It is not going to be like 1967. The foundation that created Microsoft was led by an Igbo man. This Microsoft, you see, the hardware that accommodates Microsoft was led by an Igbo man. I can tell you to go and find out. The world knows the significance of having this race, but we know we have to go through our wilderness. We didn't call anybody to come and help us, but let us partake in that direction. Don't bother us. Don't bring this. There's no presidency. There's no federal government presence in the entire eastern Nigeria. To that extent, they are busy renaming our lands and our kindreds, changing the orientation, like Wike is saying. But we know that history and evidence is still there. I thank God the Oba Obini came up clearly and presented a document of 90s where it was being seen. But when they went to work, go and ask go on. The minorities in Nigeria, including people where they say Bayelsa, they are less than 1 million people. It was Igbos that bred them. Almost of them, 100% of them schooled in Umuahia Government College, including Sarowiwa himself. Igbo man did not cut off their head. But just because of the war. I've never read in any history that Igbos were even attacking anybody from the coastal area. But that's how myopic they are. In America, America have 4 tribes, 13 colonies. 4 tribes. In Yoruba land, they have minority. In Hausa, they have minority. If anybody in Biafra land said, okay, I'm not a minority, but we know you're a Biafra. You don't speak Igbo, we don't hear Igbo, but you're in Biafra, you're a Biafra. That's it. Because there's no nation in this world, including the Anglo-Saxons, including the British. People we are saying, Britain is owned by the Irish, not Britain. Now the Irish get Britain. The people that founded the Anglo-Saxons came from France. The land belonged to the Irish. That's why you call them Anglo-Saxon. But when it comes to who the first Jewish Negroid in Africa, nation, tribe, race, go and ask Donald Trump. He made it very clearly. They have their record. Not only have a record, there is proof. Because when you prove yourself beyond any reasonable doubt, that this is who you are, and that is what you are. You cannot be what you are. We are not them. We are not. No, we cannot. Honestly, if we are them, that spirit would have been in us. Because it's written in the Bible. The spirit that follows you is who you are, and that's the spirit you are. As simple as that. They want to run away. Let them run away. Let them do whatever they can. But what I'm telling you is that Biafra has become a religion. And when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself as a Biafra, you know that you represent the black race all over the world.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you.